So where are you guys at this week? How did the week go?
Good Wednesday practice. We've had really 3 good days, so it's been really productive. Guys had a great attitude and practiced hard, which they have all season. So we just got to take the practice and meetings to the field and perform a little better on Saturday.
So I know as a coach and as a staff, you don't look at a team's record and go, oh, they're 0-5 or they're 5-0. It's pretty much the same for you. But as your team, is there anything different you have to do to make sure that they don't look at it as it's an 0-5?
I think we got a mature team and the way we prepare, and when you turn on the tape, I mean, all you have to do is start watching them play.
That's been pretty much your staple all along, though, right? With this team is they don't seem to look too far ahead, too far behind.
Yeah, try and stay in the moment, focus on ourselves and prepare for the team we're playing, and have a ton of respect for them. I mean, they know, our guys know a lot of those players. You know, they played against them in high school. They know how talented they are. They know what kind of coaching staff they have. So it's not hard.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson has that dual threat ability, but has mostly just thrown the ball. Have you guys seen indications that he can and will take on?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, just watch the tape, see what kind of athlete he is, and he's playing really good football. So, again, a freshman, it's played a lot early, and now you see his skills. I mean, they're evident. So.
Can you see improvement in him? Is he much better now than he was when he started?
The team looks, I mean, like everybody, we're all trying to improve. And so I think you look at the way they played last week and what they're doing on both sides of the ball and the players they have and the schemes they're operating with. So you see what kind of team they are. And we're obviously, the focus for us is the things we need to do better. And we prepare based on what they do schematically, and we know it. Again, have a lot of respect for their players, but we got to focus on what we need to do better. So.
Joshua Kelly is a bigger back than what you guys saw last weekend. Do you guys do anything different or see anything from him that makes you prepare for the game?
I mean, no. I mean, we don't. We have, like I said before, they have really good players. He's a big back. He's powerful, and we know we're going to have to play really good team defense. We have to tackle well, and that's no different than any other week.
Do you do anything differently when your team has lost a couple in a row versus when you've won 3 in a row? And do you have to guard against them feeling too much of a sense of urgency rather than just relaxing and sort of playing as normal?
There's a balance between, I mean, you have to have a sense of urgency all the time. I mean, the way we practice and the way they practice, if no matter what our record was, our Wednesday practice, the expectations on how we practice on a Wednesday are the same. And so they've done a great job of that. And you wouldn't notice it in meetings or practice or anything like that, and that's the expectation. Everybody wants to win. I mean, everything we do is in order to win the game on Saturday. We haven't played well enough in the last 2 weeks to do that, so we give them solutions in the meetings, and we come out here and expect them to practice with great effort, intensity, and focus, and they have.
As a whole, last weekend, the defense had a good performance, but you talked about never really settling. Where would you like to see improvement from them this weekend?
Well, I think we got to start better and play the techniques called upon. The communication and leverage was the issue a couple times early in the game, and so there's, when we finish the game, we always look at it. What do we do well? What do we not do well at every position, at every unit? And so they had a lot of coaching on Monday, just like everybody else did. So.
What kind of did you see from McElwain? You have some good numbers, but obviously the turnovers, they're not all his fault. But
I think just you see him growing as a quarterback and some of the things he can do athletically and throwing the ball. And he had some really good throws, and he made some great runs, and got a couple decisions we got to clean up, a couple throws that he could make a little better. But no different than any other player on the team. We're going to go through the tape with him and show him the things that he did well and show him the things that we got to improve on. And he will. I mean, he's getting better every week, and the more he plays, the better he'll get.
You're a defensive guy, but do you spend much time with the quarterbacks or with him in general?
I mean, just like I do with the rest of the players. And so Bo Baldwin and Marcus Tuiasosopo are as good as it gets, and those guys do Marcus does a great job coaching our quarterbacks, and the system that Bo has and is put together will do what's best for our team, and those guys have 100% faith in them. And that position's getting better. That room is a lot better than it was a year ago. We just got to eliminate as a team, the critical errors that are costing us. So.
Mo said the other day that he's really pleased with the Brandon's demeanor and his attitude, even after tough stuff.
Yeah.
Do you see that in practice every day?
Yeah, absolutely. Saw it again today. You know, there's really no other way. I mean, I know you might want to write like everybody's down in the dumps and feel sorry for ourselves and poor. I mean, nobody's doing that. The other team's not going to do that. We're not going to do it. I mean, so I don't. That's just not how we operate. And I understand it's disappointing. And you want to play better because you put so much time and energy into it. We didn't play well enough, and so we got to give them solutions. That's our job as coaches, and we got to come out here and perform better on Saturday.
Is there anything about this weekend that makes it maybe a little bit more of a must-win game for you guys?
We approach every game the same. I mean, they're all must-wins to us, but you don't. If you really want to see somebody struggle and make mistakes that they're not traditionally wouldn't make, like amp by the anxiety. Like we got to prepare hard in the week. We got to stress them during the week, and then on Saturday we got to go out and trust our preparation and play. But wanting to do something a little more doesn't make it happen. It's your execution of that play, and then you move to the next play, and you try and focus on that play and play it as well as you can and with the techniques called for, and then you do it again, and then you do it again. You just do it the entire game until the game's over. And that's because wanting for the outcome of the game doesn't make you run inside zone better.
What's the running back rotation? Is Dancy healthy?
Yeah, he was missed 2 weeks ago and back, and he's available. So is Chris Brown and Pat, and so those are the guys that are available. Yeah.
You're starting Quentin at safety. Talk about what he's done for you this year and what you're seeing from him.
Just his attitude and preparation. Quentin played quite a bit for us last year, and there's some guys that are playing pretty high level at that position, and he hasn't got as many opportunities, but he has done a great job on special teams. He's ready to play. He's played quite a bit, but I just really been impressed with how he's approached this season and his meeting room work, and he's a great teammate. He's overcome some
injuries in his career.
Yeah, he has, absolutely, and he's banged up a couple weeks ago again, and he's a tough guy. He loves all of this, and really appreciate the attitude he brings.
Everybody good?
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. All right.